Witness the most fascinating and untold story of Sindhu, the river Indus. Come join us on an epic journey through 11,000 years of history, geography, and culture. Come travel with us. 2,000 miles with mighty Indus.
Hi guys, welcome to The Drop. I'm Maha. With me today, I have an independent art curator who's currently working for the World Bank of Pakistan. Hi Zara.
Hi.
So Zara, I wanted to ask you, do you feel emerging artists are not given many opportunities in comparison to other professions?
I do feel like they aren't given many opportunities, but I also have seen in the last few years how it has gotten better. So there are a lot of new platforms that are giving artists that opportunity, that first kind of show after they graduate from art school, and there's lots of artists who are self-taught, and there's lots of like young curators, new galleries coming in the mix, which are contributing actively to the art world.
And what was your struggle like being an NCA graduate, coming into this field of work? What was that like for you?
So there's no art school in Pakistan that teaches you curating. So there's no courses as such that you can take over here. So, it's pretty much something that I've learned over the last few years, and I feel like every day was a learning experience for me. Curating was, it just kind of happened very organically. I never really thought that I was going to be an art curator.
Really? So you hadn't had that idea before?
No, not at all. I was really always into art. I studied design. I'm a graduate of design, and just art history lessons and history of South Asian design, and interacting with all the artists around me, going to galleries and seeing all the work that was coming out really made me feel that I need to do something to promote the emerging talent from Pakistan.
Could you tell me how you transitioned to, you're working for World Bank Pakistan, you're curating for them, and you also write art articles for Hello Pakistan. Could you tell me how you went about that, please?
So I started 6 years ago as a curator, and this is recent. This started in February. I started working as an independent curator, and the World Bank actually gives emerging artists and the curators the platform to showcase their talent. So by including me in that mix, they get to host artists from all over Pakistan who showcase works in all mediums, and have a platform to kind of voice their concepts.
You see, artists such as Imran Qureshi, and they are being recognized on an international level. So how is that going to help emerging artists?
First of all, I think it's great that we're in the news for something other than the usual stuff that you see on TV. So it's great when people like Imran Qureshi are ambassadors of the country, promoting the softer side of the country. One such similar, exhibition that I curated was the Pakistan section at Art Rooms London, which was basically highlighting emerging artists from Pakistan. I feel like we need to participate more in the art fairs. Recently, Pakistan was also had its first pavilion at the Venice Biennale, curated by Zara Khan, and they had Naiza Khan as the artist for the project. And again, that was like another step in the right direction.
And can you tell me a little bit about this art exhibition, Pakistan at 100 at the World Bank, Pakistan?
So this is an open call for artists, and it's art students, it's artists of all ages. It doesn't matter whether you've studied art or not. We basically want them to, tell us about the vision that they have of Pakistan at 100, how they see Pakistan to be when it's 100 years old, because we have been developing rapidly in the last few years, and it's an interesting way to see what the youth feels, but at the same time we also encourage the emerging as well as the established artists to participate so that we know what the older ones feel about this.
And the last question, you are actually setting up or starting up your own YouTube channel. Can you tell us a bit about that?
So this was again a very random thought, and it's a vlog. I started from Karachi, I went to Lahore and then Islamabad. In that I've covered, I've gone into art collectors' homes, I feature their collections. I've gone into art schools, I talk to art students, I show you what's happening in the art schools. I go into art galleries. Basically anything artsy that you see anywhere is covered.
You're going to be filming that and putting that on YouTube. Thank you so much for coming today,
Thank you
Zara.
for having me. Thank you.
That's all for today. Stay tuned for next week. You are watching The Drop.
It has been worshipped as a god for thousands of years.